Greg. Mike. Two bandits. Watching Bluey.
This episode is called Asparagus.
What up, party people, and welcome
I wasn't ready.
to episode 49.
Holy cow, 49. Oh, Greg must be giddy about this one, folks.
Let's go 49ers.
There he is.
I'm
so
your good
loud
pal, Greg Painter.
Yeah, he is.
And with me, the marvelous, the magnificent, the man who always finishes his veggies.
My goodness, I'm Mike Martin, and I'm hiding in a corner right now with Greg's enthusiasm.
Buddy, it's been a while.
I want to say, I'll take this one trip to
It's been a
Disney
while.
and...
It's been a good 3 weeks. It's been a good 3 weeks since we recorded. I miss this. I miss you, friend. How's life?
There we go, and it's got to be done. We'll see you later. It's good. Things are. I mean, I've had my own experiences lately, but you're the one that has returned from a chaotic, fun, crazy trip all the way to.
Let me tell you,
Disney World or Disneyland.
Land is California.
Okay.
World is Orlando.
That's just me being.
Oh man, it was a blast. The kiddos had a great time.
Cool.
Beth and I had a great time.
Yeah.
It was 105 degrees with heat index the entire time we were there.
Oh, bless
But
you. That's
our
a Brisbane
little-
summer right there.
Our little Bluey and Bingos were troopers and a half.
Oh, man.
M from open to close, not a nap, not a
Cool.
heavy blink.
Yep.
Keeping up with us, running around the park. Liv, I think, got 1 or 2 naps in through the 4 days, and that includes when she took a nap at 11 p.m. on the day that we decided to start at Animal Kingdom.
Yep.
And end at Magic Kingdom, and we're there until 1 a.m. So
Oh, my goodness.
they were power people. We 4 days in 5 parks. Not a sponsor yet. Disney World, go there. Hey, and if you go there, get Genie Plus.
Ooh.
Skip all that. We did not wait more than 10 minutes for a line.
Hey, Greg.
It was kind of magical.
Hey, Greg.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite Disney character?
Who's my favorite?
When you were down there.
My favorite Disney character when I was down there was Mickey Mouse from Epcot. Because Epcot Mickey Mouse yes-anded me when I leaned in very nervously and said, "Hey, Mickey, can I record telling you a dad joke?" And I just got big old nods. And not only did Mickey...
Did you get a ho-ho?
Mickey super yes-anded me with, like, tapping his chin and thinking about it, and then doubles over laughing, and then just puts his hand on his head, like, "Oh, you."
So yeah, so it felt like I was there with you.
Exactly. It just in mouse form. It's almost like I took a magic asparagus to you and went, "Mickey Mouse."
Oh. Oh, Lord. Cool.
Segue, though.
There you go. That's how you're segueing.
That's
Got
how
it.
I said. I said
It's been a while.
I said the word asparagus. We are here to talk about asparagus.
Makes sense. Yeah. We're back.
This is an episode and a half. This is chaos, Bluey style, in every way possible.
One of those episodes that are concerning. We haven't gotten to tickle crowds or anything like that, but it's one of those just if your kid picks up on it kind of game. I've heard good. Like I've been reading some things online. Some parents love it because their kids eat their vegetables and sit at the dinner table and have a good time turning the parents into things. Finn has not adopted this game at all. Thank golly.
I was very nervous because while I was doing my homework this week, watching it with Livy, when the episode ended, she looked at me and was like, "Do you have a stick I can borrow?"
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. But she was making a flag. It was a very hard transition. Yeah, it was a very hard transition. It was like we watched this intently. He's like, "I'm gonna make a flag now." I was like, "Cool.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Cool. But we're already talking about the episode. We forgot the most important thing, which is to see what our friends at Wiki Bluey have to say about it.
Oh, it's been that long. I apologize. The website's still up and running and okay, right?
So far, so good.
We need to like copy paste all of the synopses just in case the internet explodes.
Just in case.
Hey, Greg.
Yo.
What's an asparagus?
Dad tells Bluey to mind her manners at the table. They're not animals. They actually are animals. But when Bluey gets her hands on a magic stick of asparagus, she shows them everyone's got a wild side.
Is that what it's referred to as a stick?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
I don't really.
a stick of magic asparagus.
Right. Just hand me the asparagus. There's no like I don't
Before we
give
get
me.
into- Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on asparagus?
I have grown pro towards asparagus.
Really?
Yes, I was.
I thought you were the no veggie boy.
I was a no veggie boy for the longest time. I don't know what it is. Something in this fantastic year that's just been treating me well, and I'm just saying, you know what? Let's just do things we don't typically do. And I'm not talking about skydiving. I'm talking about like eating vegetables.
Eating vegetables.
So now, yes, I'm down with broccoli. I'm down with asparagus. It's all about how you cook it, though, too.
It is.
Throw those bad boys in the air fryer.
Oh, I was going to say for asparagus grill.
Oh,
I like to grill
I
me
have
some
not-
asparagus with some steak.
See, that's what scares
those are good
me.
Friends.
Is floppy asparagus. I like it to have just a little bit of conch to it, but that's just me being goofy with my vegetables, trying to figure out how I like it. So
Like I like me some broccoli with some Parmesan on it.
That's what
Just
we do
like
with it.
steamed.
Yep.
Sprinkle a little Parmesan.
I cook it. Well, I'm a fat boy. I cook it in the air fryer with bacon and parmesan. That way I
Gotta
get
do what you gotta do.
bonus bacon.
Gotta do what you gotta
So
do. But let's hop right into this.
right
then.
out of the gate, man.
We're family dinner.
I think Bandit had a bad day a little bit.
He's being a little cheeky.
He's very intense with his. He's very headmastery.
And to be fair, if I saw one of my kids eating like Bluey was
Okay.
at the start, they're just
There's a
I was
difference
like, dude,
between him being intense with manners
beans.
and Bingo going because Finn adopted that for a moment,
Oh,
and I'm
no.
like, no, we're not, bro.
That's
is-
not my jam.
that's
That was
yucko.
gross. Bingo. You know better.
I'm about to say that's a shame on the Bingo game for you.
Don't
So,
slouch. Sit up straight. Don't chew with your mouth full. Good manners.
ooh, and
You know
he's got the elbows off the table. He's being polite.
You know what's not good manners? That I can't remember if you've mentioned it before, but I
Okay.
noticed it and it made me angry.
What, something I do?
That the sword dog on the corner of the cabinet that's like etched
Yeah,
into
yeah.
there. You don't draw on furniture, friend.
That's also true. Wait a sec.
You don't draw on furniture.
So Bandit's just like, he's probably gone ham today, already
I
correcting
decided
there.
that happened earlier today, and it's like, are you kidding me? That is an heirloom
And now
cabinet.
they're just eating dinner and going, blah, blah, blah.
Now, here's where Bandit goes over the line, in my opinion.
Okay.
Calls out Chili. Elbows off the table. Can you believe her?
She's being appreciative while they're talking at first, too, where she's looking at him like, yeah, I'm cool with that. And then she gives him just a little bit of a side eye, I think, when he says that, because he doesn't even say chili. He's like, elbows off the table, Mom. Come on now.
Come on now. We're not animals.
I love it. Just beautifully.
That's kind of the level of, I'm not taking advice from a cartoon dog.
We haven't gotten there yet.
Bandit,
But yes,
yeah.
exactly.
Oh, that's right, because you don't know what that means.
Oh, blah, blah.
We've...
And why should I care?
Whoa. That's a great catchphrase. This should go on a shirt.
Oh, we should put
Write
it
that down. And this might just be because I'm fresh out of the Disney World bubble.
Okay.
Because that's what they call it. We stayed on property. It's called the Disney bubble.
Shut your
like
mouth.
literally for that 11 days that we were down there, we did not leave Disney property. It was stinking
So
tastic.
you have to pay like Disney taxes for.
But they actually have like their own county. Like,
Okay.
but this isn't the Disney podcast.
yeah.
This isn't our tour of Ludo Studios coming soon to us near. No, it's probably
Not a
that.
sponsor. I mean, I went to a Rammstein concert a week ago. It was great. I can talk about that for an
Slightly less
hour.
Disney-ish, but
Oh yeah,
save it for the Patreon.
not a sponsor.
So it might be just because I'm coming out of that bubble, but there is a diner in which park? Hollywood Studios.
You could have said anything there.
Called 50s Primetime Diner.
Okay.
Where it's literally meant to be like you're back in the 50s.
Cool.
Beth and I went on our honeymoon and it was fun.
Yeah.
We took the kids the first time we went to Disney and it wasn't quite as much fun.
Oh no.
Because it's literally like the waitress will yell at you if you put your elbows on the diner.
Oh, nice.
And you get a clean plate reward if you finish your meal. And they treat it all very like old school,
Wow.
1950s,
Sure.
Leave It to Beaver-esque.
Yeah,
And it was
that's
great
kinda
when it was
right.
me and Beth just like, oh, this is funny. But
have
when
kids.
when we have kids who like, I want to use my phone at the table, and the waitress like yells at them, and
Mind
then they
your
get
manners.
sad. It's like, whoa, let's stick to the quick service this time. But anyway,
Oh man.
I digress.
Manners. Also, I like the fact that they have their salt and pepper shakers. I think they have Himalayan like pink salt.
So
Love
many
it.
salt and pepper shakers.
So proud of them.
Because they had the ones on the table, and then when
In
we
the
see
back.
through, they've got the fancy.
Yep. Oh, I love them so much. I think we have 2 sets of salt, maybe 3 sets of salt and pepper shakers. So we're
You must have a lot more, because that was a go-to when Beth and I were vacationing. We'd bring you guys back weird salt and pepper shakers.
Mm-hmm. That's
so
right,
You
yes.
probably have a lot more than 3.
well, those are true. That's right. Absolutely. But the grindy ones, I think, I don't know, whatever. Nobody cares about my salt and pepper.
I care. I
Thank
care.
you.
But Chili doesn't care for
Mm-hmm.
the attitude that Bandit's been giving her.
Mm.
So she gives Bluey a magic asparagus that can turn anyone into any type of animal.
You know what's interesting about that is that's almost like a roles reverse situation because Bandit's trying to be the type.
straight-laced?
Yeah, I am parent mode now, and she's like, "Oh, then I get to have fun a little bit," and says, "There you go, Bluey. Let's figure this out."
I was very concerned.
Yep.
Double veggies.
Double veggies?
Double veggies? That feels like a lot of veggies.
Because they had broccoli
on one
and
plate.
asparagus.
I don't know why. I'm a one veggie per meal
Yes.
kind of guy.
Yeah, I'm not a vegetable medley kind of
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
It's like, we're having carrots tonight. We'll make them a fancy way. We'll do something cool with them, but it's carrots tonight.
And also, 2 greens. Get some color up in that mix.
Because I think they're eating chicken, it looks like, of some sort.
I'm calling chicken. That doesn't
Yeah.
that doesn't look like maple salmon. That looks like chicken. They're not French Canadian.
They're going for their protein and healthiness tonight, then, because he doesn't have a pizza oven yet, so it's
soon.
yeah,
Soon.
very soon actually.
Yeah.
Woohoo! We're climbing, baby.
Instant yes and by Bandit.
Yeah, he goes
Donkey.
from angry mode to I'm a
Throwing
donkey.
food on the floor, down on all fours.
Oh,
Bingo warthog. No, I'm a piglet. Mm-hmm. I love when because Bingo wants to play.
Yep.
And Bingo plays real hard this game.
sure she does.
But she's gonna play the Bingo
Little
way.
bits of
Like,
the Bingo
I'm not
way.
doing- Warthog and Piglet, you can play act basically the same way. It's just more adorable sounding.
What's fun about this too is you can't make the argument in this episode in the same way that you can that fairies actually exist. The asparagus was not magic.
Wait,
So-
what?
I know it's a little shocking. This one kind of is breaking the fourth wall of the healer household because typically I still think fairies exist in their world. It's just part of it. You know, what are cats? Yada yada. Fairies exist, but the asparagus, if it was truly magic,
much like they exist in Eurovision.
see,
You finally watched it, so now you know that. You get that
I
reference.
watch the movie. I'm getting cultured this year, baby. But when she says Warhog at first, and Bingo's like, no, she's like, fine, Piglet. Not magic asparagus. Sorry, folks, it's imaginary today.
Good yes anding. Chili now wants Bluey to something for her chicken.
Oh,
I love
the
and
eyes,
the
the ears.
Yes. Every time they change, the eyes do a different. Just it sounds horrible to say their eyes turn soulless.
Well,
but
no,
kinda.
it's-
like the express. And for being a animated show,
Yep.
the fact that they can so easily go from this is their normal looking eyes to just like small tweak and like
Huge pupils.
you are clearly
Well, it's-
no longer with soul.
It's the eyes, the ears, because Bingo rocks the ears being slicked back when she's a penguin like a beast, and also the teeth. Every time they do something, like the teeth are slightly different.
The teeth creep me out a little bit. Especially the chili teeth.
The rabbit teeth or the mouse teeth?
The mouse teeth. And then when she's... spoilers.
Oh,
With the
we'll get to
dinos
that.
at the end, and you can see the gums.
Yep.
Like, eh.
Oh, yeah. It's one of those few times you actually see the gums of the healers. It's kind of peculiar. So yeah, but it's really cool because not only is it the body motions and the voices, and I would love to see the B reel of Melanie and Dave
Yeah.
recording the animals because hearing her voice actually do those, I'm like, oh, that must have been
She was
fun.
nailing
awkward-
some of those. She
Yeah.
was nailing it. The mouse squeak squeak was my favorite.
Aw, wow. No, we'll get to that when it comes to
get
my
to that.
favorite. Yeah.
Bluey turns Dad into an elephant, then
Yep.
Chili into a goat.
Yep.
No more rules.
That's right. Here comes
Let's
the
see
chaos.
how that goes, though.
Here comes the chaos.
We've got Pig Bingo just wrecking shop. Just
beelines it right in the
snout
butt.
deep into the chip basket. Looked like some barbecue Fritos in there or something.
Whoa!
After.
Not a sponsor. But also, from what I recall in the Granny's episode, and then she goes into that cabinet there, chips go flying, sure. Looks like there were cans of beans in there too. How much, like, is
So
there,
many beans.
Is the healer household beans and pasta? Like, is that all there
Beans, pasta, and veggies.
Chicken and
Can't
veggies.
go wrong.
Oh,
This is a spot though where I would get a little bit more concerned
Okay.
into play. I don't know why. They're just a thing where lower cabinets, I feel like that's danger zone in most houses, especially that close to the sink.
I got very concerned about it
You're
'cause
like-
I thought it was the sink cabinet too.
Rutting into the poisons and stuff.
Yup.
I don't keep poisons under my sink. Why did I go immediately for poison? But still, you
Yeah,
know.
I've got pots and pans and colanders underneath my sink.
And poison.
And no, there's a separate cabinet for the poison. It's with the candles.
But we got Bingo wrecking shop. We've got Elephant Bandit picking up Bluey,
Yep.
realizing she might be getting into a little bit more than she bargained for here with No Rules World.
I think she does turn into a little bit of an intimidated dad at first.
She
too.
does. Meerkat.
Yep.
Boom.
Oh, I love the meerkat though.
Can't just grab people.
His pose is just fantastic. He does just like the straight pillar. It's perfect.
And then Mom going too far in my book, chewing on Polly Puppy.
Oh,
Is this the season? Chews.
Is this the debut of Polly Puppy? Has she occurred in previous?
Polly Puppy. Yeah, she has. Polly Puppy was getting chewed on by socks.
Okay.
Polly Puppy was. There's something else. Polly Puppy happened. She's been
She's
around
just
the world.
chilling there on the counter. I was like, where'd she come from? Who's just leaving Polly Puppy on the counter during dinner? That's a messy counter. With
I was about
chicken
to
and
say,
steak.
toys don't go on kitchen counters. What if there's eggs? Salmonella.
Chaos. Ugh.
E. coli.
Chaos.
Come on, guys. Turn into a mouse.
Yes.
Speaking of the eyes.
Yep.
How did she make her eyes just dilate?
Dude.
That was...
They are the size of... Well, I don't know how we can correlate, but from human eyes, they're like the size of quarters. It is just like all pupil. That must kill your eyes too, though.
It gotta hurt. And just to be able to do it
on
on...
and opticians, that's a lot of pupil to take into.
That's permanent damage to your eyes making you do that, I assume.
Turn the lights off for Chili.
Love this.
Oh.
We turn Bingo into a penguin, and the transition is the most seamless thing.
Took the word right out of my mouth.
Does like a little somersault. Just we just did penguin dances. Not a visual medium. Sorry about that.
Not sorry.
So let's slow it down. Family of peacocks.
Yeah. Ooh. Let's get saucy, baby.
Oh, that bandit.
Let's get
cheeky pops.
Well,
the little fan. Mm-hmm. Because as I'm sure you are aware,
the male is the one that presents
themselves.
themselves.
That are purdy.
Mm-hmm. That's right. So he was strutting his stuff for the girls, and they were not having it at all.
No.
Come on, girls. You're already deep in the game of being an animal. Like...
No, a good way to fix that. Lions.
Aw. Poor peacock.
Poor bandit. Chasing him all through the house.
He's already had a long enough day, and now he's got lions chasing him everywhere.
Could be worse.
Yeah?
He could be like, up really high somewhere.
Yeah.
And then like fall out of that high place.
Okay. So you're playing the game with the kids. Littlies are chasing you around. Now you've got lions chasing you too. How long does it take you to climb a tree branch that tall? Because he's probably a solid, I would say 8-10 feet up there.
I'm not worried about how I could get up there. I could climb that tree.
That quick?
It'd be a question of how long would it take me to stand back up after falling 10 feet without anything breaking my fall. I would just be... So I could catch my breath for an hour.
Poor peacock got transformed into a walrus. And I think what I said when we were watching the episode is I think the fall from the tree, which was a solid thud when he hits the ground, I think that kind of plays pretty strongly into how he plays the walrus for the next 10 minutes.
Just not moving.
Because he's just, whoa. Poor guy. Oh.
But what happened to those lions?
Oh,
where'd they go?
Oh.
One Sunday
Bit
morning,
actor.
as I went walking
like
by
his
Brisbane
daddy.
Waters. What was that? Oh. Do you know that song?
I do, because I do research for the show. It's really depressing when you read about it. Do you know what it's about?
I didn't read. Well, then you tell us what it's about.
Sure. But the song itself, it's Moreton Bay, right?
Yes, sir.
That's the name of it. It's about the celebration of the death of Patrick Logan, who was the commandant of the Moreton Bay penal settlement. There it is. Wow, these are words. Basically, he was a bad dude who was running the prison systems in the area, I think. I don't know. I'm going to sound like a butt. But in the end, there are records that he ordered over 200 floggings and over 11,000 lashes to either prisoners
That's
or
a lot of floggings and lashes.
That's a lot of floggings and lashes. And it's
a
song about his death, I think, and they are free again.
I also like how you said, I'm being a butt. So you said butt twice, and that made me chuckle. And I kind of stopped listening after that.
I don't blame you.
But we'll drop in, because this is I'm not sure if this is the original version.
Sure.
But I found online John Denver.
Yes, there is a John Denver version of it.
So let's I'll click on here. I'm not sure if it's going to work here, but my
can do
good
it
friend
through
Mike, let's give you a little treat, because I started playing this for the kiddos, and they were in love with it. So, this is an ad. Dang you, YouTube!
Ooh, Skechers.
Double ads.
Brought to you by Verizon Wireless.
Here we go.
So in the next part, Greg plays the John Denver song through YouTube, but unfortunately, I did a little bit of research when it comes to copyright laws, and I really don't want to risk it and say all biscuits. So I'm going to put a link in the description for the show, and check that out, and that way you can get the same vibe that we are in this exact moment. Back to the show.
That's enough of that. So, but the kids, I started playing it.
Like it?
Because I was, as you know, I watch it and then pause like every 30 seconds, as I'm assuming you do as well, as we're going through. So they sang, I paused, I looked it up, I started playing it, and Olivia just had spun around to me and is like, that's the same song, but a different person.
So soon your children will be singing lyrics like the Egyptians and ancient Hebrews, we were oppressed under Logan's yoke, till a native black lying there in ambush did give our tyrant his mortal stroke.
Probably.
Murder!
Listen,
hey, but it's
I heard Finn last night at the fantasy draft singing "Ya Ya Ding Dong" and "Hey Ya." So my girls already sing some Hamilton and some Montaigne from Eurovision.
Oh, we got swag everywhere, baby.
So they've sung more interesting.
We're off the rails, folks. It's been
a few weeks. We're good.
Oh, let's
off the rails is where we live.
The highlight of the episode.
Mom Lion waiting to pounce.
Oh, Lucky's dad already had.
Is that you, Lucky?
Doing his thing.
I guess
the music stops. The music stops. Poor Lucky's dad. I think he's doing his football team a solid here because he's washing their jerseys.
I think he's dad coach. That's what my take was.
Oh, okay.
Those are big jerseys, so maybe not. But I was feeling that was a dad coach. Either that or he screwed up on his football team, so he's getting punished.
I think he's a team player. I think he's a good guy. A. B. I don't know if I brought it up on pod or if it's just random talking, because we also talk about Bluey when we're not on the podcast. Go figure. I think Lucky's dad is a retired football player or rugby player in some way, because he's always he's got injuries that happen that are reoccurring in him. He's still washing, so he's either supporting a team or he still plays on like a softball style, recreational league. So that's just my backstory. I think
I don't feel Lucky's dad a softballer.
Well, no, but also, and as somebody that does hire people to mow his lawn, so I'm not going to completely shame him. Finish mowing your lawn, Lucky's dad. It was only 2/3 done, and that's why they were able to hide in the grass, because you see the lawnmower, and it's just tall grass around him. He's just hanging up his laundry at that time. One final question about it. Hanging up laundry at night?
That's a good... Was he hanging up or was he taking down?
He was hanging up.
Well,
yes.
That's poor planning.
Yeah.
Well, there's going to be some doing that morning.
I also did some research on that, too. Apparently, it is common in Australia to do that because of how hot it gets in the daytime, that it can dry really quickly, but it can also really mess up the colors of your really swag jerseys. So
look at you with your research.
I don't know. This is like my favorite part of the episode. Spoiler alert, but
Mrs. Healer, I don't know about this.
I love that he calls her Mrs. Healer too.
I do. I also like, and it's animated, so they didn't have to do it this way. They animate him kind of smiling, like he's almost breaking in that moment. Like in their improv game they're playing.
He is so good at committing to playing with the healers, and he really
king of neighbors.
I don't think I could. Well, I don't know. Fake clawing the grass. I don't think he's faking it. I think those are real claw marks of I don't know how far she's gonna take this playing.
I mean, to be fair, he is a dog, so they do have claws.
Yeah, but he digs into the grass. I don't know.
Bunny, parrot.
Whew.
Sorry, Lucky's dad.
Sorry, Lucky's dad.
No worries, Bluey. I shouldn't have let my guard down.
Oh my God.
He just sounds so disappointed in himself when he says it too. It's like,
He's out of breath and he's leaning against the laundry hanger. He's just like, oh, I'm sorry about that. That's on me.
That's on me. Should have known better.
Oh, Lucky's dad, my hero today.
Again. Back to the eyes. Walrus Bandit, great eyes, great ears. Same with Parrot Bingo. Parrot Bingo is just... She came to play.
I think it's tough to pick out who my favorite animal is out of all of them that they turn into. I'm not going to lie, but I don't think we're going to do that to ourselves.
We'll get to that.
Oh, no.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
Walrus Headbutt, I was a big fan of. Just,
I have the word walrus wallop. I think it's one of the few times that you, I'll shove him around and goof wrestle and all that kind of stuff, but there are a couple moments where you hear a clunk when he headbutts her, or there's even a moment where he slaps her with the back of his hand.
He's a walrus. He does not know better.
He's also in absolute pain from falling 10 feet to his grassy demise there.
Manners lesson time.
Oh.
Number 1, don't speak when others are speaking. Squawk. 2, as Mom runs away. No running away from manners lessons. Fair point.
Okay.
3, don't eat the next door neighbors.
Okay.
Other neighbors go for it. But next door? Come on now.
Doreen, run!
And finally, don't go to the toilet on the rug.
Oh, Walrus Bandit is...
How? I know last week was our very controversial censorship episode.
Okay.
But how did they get away?
Escaping this one?
Yeah. He's like making the poop face.
He's making the noise. Like it knows to cut to him because he's
very
grunting.
clear. Is it just because they say don't go to the toilet and doesn't say don't poop on my dollhouse?
I don't know.
Dad?
Yeah, well, I mean, it does show socks or muffin in nope, it is socks, in the Bumpy episode where she's squatting too. So you can insinuate
these things
poop,
happen.
I guess, but you can't demonstrate. Even though he toots in a couple of whatever. We can go in circles talking about fart jokes with Bluey, but
things are about to take a turn for the frightening now, though.
Okay.
Why? The parrot eats the magic asparagus.
Love it.
That's not what I feel nervous about. I feel nervous that she ate it off the floor.
I know, no, Greg.
Come on.
Baby. That's right. No 5-second rule in his house.
That is the playroom carpet.
Oh, yeah. It's probably a little grody.
That is a wet food. And asparagus, no matter how you cook it,
People
it's
have
a
been
little
walking
bit
all over
wet.
it. Okay, yeah. And it's been in Bluey's hand, it's been in Chili's hands, and now it's been on the floor. So it's contamination station.
Yuck.
I think one of my favorite parts of the episode of it, though, is how slowly she eats it, because it seems like she wants Bluey to realize it's going down right now, because she chews on it at first, and then she holds it in her mouth for a second and kind of looks at Bluey like...
To be fair, asparagus, you try eating... actually. But you try eating an asparagus without your hands in one bite. Well, it takes a minute.
No thanks.
It's difficult.
How does she put it in her
That'll
mouth?
be Bandit at 4 after this happened. Not a visual medium, but
kraut,
I've got
baby.
the sauerkraut. That's after.
People voted with their heart, and I appreciate the people that did.
Anyway.
Bots.
I enjoy the hands-on face.
Yep.
No,
and it does
from
like the
Bluey.
slow cut,
very,
like,
very
recognizable gif,
psycho horror movie-esque look to it. But all is not lost.
No,
Bluey has an idea. We're gonna jump rope tie Mom to a chair because she's just a ding-dang worm right now.
She looks like she's had one too many in that moment. I know she's acting.
We are gonna plop up old Bingo, parrot Birdie Bingo, and we are going to attempt to level Walrus Dad.
No shot, man. He gets
multiple times.
I think that's the backhand moment too.
He just fell 10 feet and he's throwing his body on the floor still.
He may be concussed, folks. We don't know.
But it's time to try to bring the family back.
Yes.
I love this line. You've eaten the magic asparagus. Too late to change that. It's very, very matter of fact.
It's in the system.
It's happened. It's done. We're moving on.
Because doesn't she like open her mouth too? She's like, no! Yes. Is there any ounce of speck in your teeth that I can get it?
Just say Polly wants a doggy.
Boom. See?
Smart.
So that is
a good plan.
So why does
power
this
was inside of her the whole time?
Why does this magic asparagus only work on Chili and Bandit and not Bluey in that situation then?
Because
is it?
Oh, well, Bluey's already a dog.
Uh-huh.
Oh, but should have turned into a dinosaur.
Like now Bingo's got the power.
Oh, Bluey, Mr. Q.
It's okay. It would have gotten a little more complex because then you'd have 3 dinosaurs and 1 Birdie Bingo. It would have been.
That was again a great. Polly wants a dinosaur.
Because she's playing. That's her goofy teasy play that Bingo does. It's wholesome.
No, eating the manners teacher.
Oh, and now we know that Bandit was just acting that situation and not completely in pain from his fall. I keep sympathizing for him.
He's gonna wake up sore in the morning without a doubt.
Oh,
I woke up sore in the morning after watching that. We get it though. Birdie Bingo says doggy. Mom and Dad turn back with no memory of what just happened.
Sure. Okay.
You don't just forget something like that.
No, there are things that have been seen and done that you cannot
just
undo.
Simple. What's going on? Oh, we're just eating dinner. Remember?
Of course. Yeah. Of course.
Now,
okay.
I think Bluey.
Yep.
Got away with one here.
To what extent?
She didn't eat that asparagus.
True that.
She had at least 2 pieces of broccoli fall on the floor from everything getting. She had like 1 piece of broccoli.
Oh, you're thinking that she's skipping veggie duty here.
She had that whole game to try to teach her to eat her veggies and have manners.
She bailed on the veggies.
She didn't have to eat a thing.
Oh, Chili and Bandit, come on, see? play with lesson involved. There was no lesson.
I finished my vegetables, Father.
No, you didn't. You
and now
lied.
I'll excuse myself to tidy in the kitchen. Pip, pip.
Oh, Pip. That's her. She knew she got away with it then.
Exactly.
She's
It was like her roadrunner meet.
Teeing herself all the way to the kitchen.
She's not tidying up.
Time
She's
for ice
going,
cream.
She's going to go make a bigger mess and clean. We've seen how this game goes.
So, with the Littlies, obviously they have smaller silverware and things like that we use. Do you let, I'll just pass it on to just the Livy side of things, a knife?
Oh, God, no.
I'm just curious because he says...
She's not knife ready at the moment.
Use your fork and a knife for it, and...
Emily can fork and knife.
Can she? Okay.
And spoon. There you go.
Hey,
she's got all three down.
That takes some I was going to say dexterity.
I mean, we did fondue here before, and she uses the fondue things too, so she can even fondue.
She's got the skewers. Okay, cool.
Livy, not quite there yet.
Okay, just making sure that Finn's not behind the curve on that one. Because no.
But she's not bird pecking her plate at the
That's
table,
true,
though,
too.
so that is something.
Man, this episode
For the
would be
last
tough.
time, use a knife and chicken!
That's...
This is...
You want me to plug that in there too with John Denver? We're just gonna have a full on just crazy whole episode. That's all.
Fun
folks.
episode.
It is.
Another just chaos Bluey episode.
No lesson
from
learned.
Start to finish. But I want to learn something.
Okay.
That's what's your favorite thing?
So it's actually bounced around in this episode. For rewatching it when it comes to rankings, it'll be a little difficult. But rewatching it, it still got me with a handful of gut laughs. My favorite thing, it's all going to coincide together. It's all about Pat. The whole Pat scene, just Lucky's dad, excuse me, because they don't call him Pat in this episode. It just makes me so happy. He's always so willing to hang out with the Healer crew, and when I don't think it's the initial jump right away, even though he's like, Lucky, is that you? But it's the after, like, I shouldn't have let my guard down, and he's just down and out, and you see the claw marks in the grass, and they just go on to keep playing.
And I'm gonna just jump in right now and say
Go.
Same
Is
exactly.
it? Yeah, buddy.
I specifically wrote Mr. Healer. I don't know about this, but shouldn't have let my guard down is also so good. He whenever he shows up, he shows up and shows out.
He is that bit character of a show where you see me like, yes, it's gonna be a good episode.
Every bandit needs a Lucky's dad.
Heyo!
We proved that many times over, and in this episode,
look out,
not my favorite character.
Okay.
But my favorite thing.
Well, then, with that being the case, then who
Set you up for that
is
right there.
your favorite character, Greg?
Birdie Bingo.
Yeah, there he is, folks.
Loved
No
it.
blame. Yeah,
Bingo in general brings the transition from Piglet to Penguin, just like just nailed it. But Birdie Bingo, the eyes, the committing to the character.
Aw. The ears on the bit. I like the penguin ears though, because she slicks those things back. It must be all the hair brushing that Chili does for her.
I still don't understand how they do that with their ears, but good on them for. Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
What's your favorite character?
It was Lucky's dad. It had to be. I'm sorry. That entire moment just made my. Anytime you see Lucky's dad, it's great, and not only that, but it's how he does it. It always changes just slightly. Sometimes he's being goofy and saucy, or he'll call shake it, Chili, or this one he's just like, I don't know about this, Mrs. Healer. Like he projects himself in a different way almost every time he's hanging out with him.
Goofball. He's just a great goofball.
So that's where I gotta go. Are we there? Is it?
Well, it's time for me to ask you.
Yep.
How do you rank this episode?
I have to rank this episode. Even though I said it was all about Lucky's dad, I can't. I do have to give it 3 beautiful walrus wallops that Bandit just blops Bluey with, because he knows she's kind of pushing the limits a little bit in this one. He's like, all right, cool. Flop. Just a blop every now and then. Just kind of saying, hey, we can all be goofballs. Don't worry. I'll push you a little bit. Greg, we are here. This is not San Francisco, but this is the 49th episode of Bluey. How does he even try to rank the episode Asparagus?
I give this one 12 squawks.
Oh, there he is, folks. Just blowing out the microphones.
Thank you, everybody.
I think that's all I got. Dang.
Plug
Oh,
clock.
man, here it comes. Hope you have a power strip.
At Watching Bluey on Twitter. At Watching Bluey Pod on TikTok. Within the week, we will have a lovely video of poor Mike having sauerkraut, which he's just about to have.
You know what, though? I
Good on
like
him.
cabbage. I like water. I like pickled things.
We'll see how you feel about it in a few minutes,
I
bud.
really don't know.
WatchingBluey@gmail.com. Send us your takes, your views, your thoughts, your everything.
Oh, how it makes you feel.
Rate, review, and subscribe. Thank you to the 2 ratings that we got this past, I'm going to say past week, but it's been a minute since we
It's been
recorded.
at least 10 days.
We have from Earl from New York.
Earl, what up?
I watch Bluey religiously. I have no children, so please feel free to do an episode where you wonder what in the world is wrong with this guy? JK.
Aw.
Please don't. But seriously, I love your podcast.
Thanks.
Then we also had one from B345, lots of numbers. I love this podcast. It makes me laugh. Greg and Mike are just awesome.
Aw.
I love when kids do intros because of... Thanks for this amazing episode. Oh, biscuits. It's great. Also, I didn't read all of Earl's. I forgot because I get thrown under the bus in this one where he says he's only into 3 episodes. Just wondering if you made the mistake and actually knew that Bluey's little sister proposed to being her little brother. Hashtag all dogs are boys. Whatever. These things happen.
We have said it in the past, even though if you don't drink the fine wine, we are like a fine wine and we do get better with age over here, folks. So he's I personally can't listen to our old episodes at first just because we're not
It happens
that
to the
level
best
of
of us.
goofy, but you know
Patreon. We
what?
got some good stuff coming out this month.
Woo!
bit.ly/2BWB Pat.
Thanks.
Hey, just in general, a whole bunch of new live shows just posted for Bluey's Big Play, including one in Syracuse.
That's us,
in
people.
March. We are still kind of sort of thinking about going to the MSG one
sorta.
and busking outside and doing a live podcast. So,
Who's your favorite characters?
hey,
What's your favorite episodes?
if that's something that you'd be interested to show up and just chat with us for a bit,
That's us too.
let us know on Twitter so that we know if we're not just going to stand there looking like a couple goobers.
I mean, we're going to either way. Don't
Probably either way be goobers. I called Mike out on this a few weeks ago.
But for what?
We got some new merch.
I was a worker bee. That's right.
Our good boy Mike putting out some really cool new t-shirts. We've got our Every Bandit Needs a Lucky's Dad shirt with a very cool Hammer Barn pizza / football theme to it. And we have not a visual medium. We might have said that a couple times in the show's history. Also
I'm kind of excited about these. I'm not
Also
gonna lie.
featuring art from our buddy Rajman.
That's right.
Appreciate that as always.
Thank you for the
Check
revision.
them out.
Yeah.
bit.ly/2BWB swag.
Get hype. Woo! See, I did my homework, Greg. I'm here for you. I don't have to do the sauerkraut now, right?
And lastly,
No! Is it from
And most
sauerkraut?
importantly-
I'll snap on you.
if you need to learn your manners a little better,
Ooh.
why don't you check the Australian School of Etiquette?
Oh.
When many people hear the word etiquette, they think stuffy, outdated traditions. However, the truth is, there's a lot more to etiquette than table manners and thank you notes. In our increasingly hectic world, it's more important than ever to show true etiquette at all times. And these folks will help you with that. Check them out at asoe.com.au.
That tracks, I guess.
Promo
That sounds very
code-
intimidating. Bog! That's right. Yeah, it's all caps, too. It's case sensitive.
With an exclamation point. Thank you.
Oh,
We
my
appreciate you.
goodness.
We're happy to be back, even though we
Yeah.
never left as far as you know.
That's right. We've been just consistent. Consistent, if nothing else.
It's consistent. You know why we're consistent
Why
all the
is
time?
it? Why?
Because it's gotta be done.
Gotta be done. No sauerkraut. Oh.